Hi strangers, today we are talking about, yes, the things that are missing from my face. We're talking about eyebrows. Hi strangers, I thought today would be really fun to talk about goth eyebrows. And you know that I love to do lots of different eyebrows, don't I, Nightmare? And today I thought it'd be really fun to do a video about different kinds of goth eyebrows. So as you can see right now, I have none. So I'm going to do little tutorials for each different kind of eyebrow that you can have. They're pretty easy. I'm going to try and teach you and show you the most simple way as I can by going step by step about what we do to get them desired eyebrows. People are always really interested in what kind of eyebrows you can have when you're goth. So I thought today would be really fun to try out some different styles of goth eyebrows. So first, let's try some thin line eyebrows. So starting with these eyebrows, I have picked up some black eyeshadow. It doesn't really matter what brands you use. And I have it on a small angled brush. As you can see, I am resting my palm on my cheek. I find this makes your hand a lot more steady. This eyebrow is pretty basic, but I do find this one actually harder than any other eyebrow because you have to be so precise. So the best way to use the brush is by using the longer thicker end first, so you can use it to glide across your skin easier. Then if you need to, repeat it over the same line to make it the right thickness or the thickness you desire. Your eyebrow can look a bit patchy while using powders, so it's always best to go over again if necessary, just to make sure that it's the same consistent looking colour all the way through. Light tears. I call these light tears because they look like teardrops slightly. And I'm just going off the same brow I already have. So if you're starting this one, start with the same kind of technique. And now I'm using the angle brush with some more eyeshadow to fatten it up. So I've just turned the brush to the side, so I know that both sides are the same thickness. Make sure you take time to make sure that they're the same on both sides. Once you have got the first part of the brow as thick as you want, then start tapering it off by turning the brush and lightly just bringing the line back down onto the line that's there already. That way you're getting the same taper as you go down. Now just repeat the steps on the other side, but make sure you try and leave the same thickness as you did the other side. That way you will get the brows you want looking both the same. I was having a bit of trouble trying to get the patches out of it because sadly shadow does do that, so I'm just going in again trying to get them both looking the same and less patchy. upturned eyebrows. These eyebrows are very fun, and first of all I am starting with some eyeshadow, just black eyeshadow again on another angled brush. First of all I am basically sketching out the shape of the eyebrow I desire to have. I like to use my little finger just to steady my hand over on the opposite side of my face, because doing these kind of eyebrows you need to be reaching up on your forehead pretty high, and I find just putting my pinky onto my forehead here just helps me give me a bit more of a steady hand. As you can see, I am just using the brush on the side again. So this eyebrow is turning upwards, so I am just imagining my eyebrows but going up. These kind of eyebrows can be really fun, and you can play around with different ways you want to have them turning up. Once you have the kind of idea of the shape you want, you're going to be coming in with a eyeliner, a liquid eyeliner. To my favourite liquid eyeliner. It took me a little while just to try and get these shapes the same, and yeah, it can be quite tricky sometimes, especially when you're trying out new ones or doing a shape you don't do that often. So it's always really fun to give different looks a go. So the eyeliner I'd like to use is called Maybelline New York Lasting Drama Matte Waterproof, and I absolutely love this eyeliner, and it's one of the ones I've been using for a few years now, and it's just the best one. I have tried so many countless different eyeliners to try and give myself them perfect waterproof eyebrows. So now we're going to be starting at the very end part of our eyebrow. I find it's always best to start here if you're trying to make it look darker to lighter. So I'm going in with my liquid eyeliner here, and I am just coming from the end part of the section, and I am dragging out the colour to the end to give it a nice sharp pointy edge. Again, you can see my palm back on my cheek again, just to make sure I get it nice and precise. And I am just using the eyeliner and dragging it backwards and forwards to try and blend out that colour a bit. Just so it's not so solid. I'm not going right to the front part of my brow. I'm trying to keep that nice and light so it looks a bit more natural and a bit more blended. Now I'm just tapping out the black a little bit at a time, just so I can see how much of a difference it goes from light to dark. Now I'm going to repeat the same kind of technique on the other side. Again, starting with the ends and making them to a nice point, and then making it very solid black at the ends. must admit, I haven't really had a lot of upturned brow days, and I found this really fun, and it is really good to give different things a go, and I absolutely love doing that. Again, I decided to go over the ends just to make them a tiny bit longer and a tiny bit sharper. Thin impact. So these eyebrows are just more thin eyebrows, but instead of going to the shape of your face, they just go up and slightly curved over. I love these kind of eyebrows, and I love wearing these eyebrows when I have my forehead out because it seems to cover up much more space on my face. Again, I'm using my favorite eyeliner here, and I am just going up and slightly curving. The hardest part is just making sure that you try and be as even as you can. To me, these are definitely impact eyebrows and definitely get you noticed on a night out just because they're so big and very noticeable. Again, I'm just taking my time, making sure they're both the same thickness and they're both going the same way. I do like to take my time on my eyebrows because they're there all day, so I want to make sure that they are nice and even. Thin traditional eyebrows. So these ones are called traditional because lots of pictures of traditional goths have these kind of eyebrows, and I really love doing these kind of eyebrows. They are really fun, and I'm starting off by drawing 2 lines again with my favorite eyeliner. This is a great way to make sure that they're same on both sides. I'm trying to draw them the same distance and the same lengths. Now, starting from the top of the line, I bring it out straight, curve it slightly up, and then go round at the ends. And I do exactly the same thing the other side. And then what I do is I now start to box it off so I can see the shapes that I want. So I start off by coming out and tapering in into the middle. I somehow got some hair stuck to my lash and it decided to put eyeliner everywhere. So I'm just going to wipe that off. That does happen sometimes, but hey ho. Okay, and I'm now going to just taper it right off to the end because I want a very thin end on this brow. And now I'm going to colour in the box that's left behind. And just bring it around. Trying to make sure I colour in all the middle parts. Now I have the shape I kind of want. Now I'm going to play with this part at the front here by making a triangle shape. Now I'm just making it slightly thicker coming off the triangle just to give it a bit more of a noticeable taper towards the middle. Now I'm doing exactly the same as I did the other side by making a nice tapered line and then colouring in following the line of the eyebrow line. And then colouring in following the line of the eyebrow. Wing arched. So these eyebrows are more like an L shape, and let's begin. So again, coming in with my favourite eyeliner, I am just doing a line straight up and then coming down. So we have kind of an L, so we have an arch in our eyebrow. Again, I'm doing the same the other side here, trying to get them both looking the same. Now I'm drawing a separate line underneath, but only a short one, so we have a small triangle. Then drawing up back into our corner. Next I'm drawing a line down to make a triangle at the end and then colouring the space in. Next I'm just coming over the other side and trying to make it all even. And then boxing off the end slightly here so it's nice and straight. Now I'm going to repeat the same as I did the other side here. Now just filling in that empty box so our eyebrow can be nice and full. Eyebrows are just amazing. You can do anything with them, and when you don't have any, you have no limits of what kind of eyebrows you can have. So I find that very fun, and yeah, I just hope you really enjoyed today's video, and please don't forget, be weird, be yourself, and be different, because otherwise, I'm sorry to tell you guys, but you're just boring. And I will see you later. Goodbye, have a good day.